Minecraft has a problem. But who would have guessed? A game older than the majority of the Fortnite player base is bound to have problems. But what problem am I talking about in Minecraft? Hop on and listen. My name is Artyom, and I will try to do something different from my usual funny videos and montages. Today we will talk about the big problem that inherently makes Minecraft a rather stale and boring game. Now don't get me wrong, Minecraft is a great game, and if you know how, you will find enjoyment in it. But that's not right. You shouldn't know how to enjoy Minecraft. Instead, it should be enjoyable out of the box, naturally. So what's the problem I'm talking about? Is it enchanting? Is it villager trading? Is it the game's overall progression and endgame? All of these things have issues too, but they are not as subtle as what I mean. Whenever I try to make a single player world that I wish to build in for months or years, I stop after about a week, if not days. That is simply because without my presence within the world, nothing changes. As if the world stands still when my arguably cursed Akatsuki chopper skin is not around my base or other points of interests or outposts I establish. The inherent issue within Minecraft that has been around since forever is that the world doesn't feel alive. You don't get to go on a journey around the world and come back to a base with your crops all grown and all your entirely legal and PETA approved chicken coop hopper chests brimming with eggs. That is because on a technical level, the game does not load whatever is outside of a certain radius of your player character. Now you cannot make it so every single thing in your world is loaded and functional at once. It is simply not possible, because your computer would just call the police on you if you tried. But that doesn't mean that it's exactly impossible to make your world feel more alive. After all, when you first spawn into your world, there already exists an area that is loaded at all times. You could build a chunk loader with nether portals, but for that you would have to do stuff that goes far too deep within the game mechanics, and most people do not want to deal with that. Minecraft is based on groups of 16 by 16 by 384, where all sorts of blocks and entities are loaded if a player is in the vicinity. Depending on your in-game settings, you can load more or fewer chunks, but in general, if a player character is not close enough to chunks, those spaces might as well be void. I propose a much more simpler solution to the aforementioned problem, or well, an assortment of solutions. You could, for once, make your bed have the surrounding chunks loaded at all times. This would make it so things like furnaces and farms work whenever you're not around. It will also allow baby animals to grow or animal eggs to hatch. So instead of staying AFK for 20 minutes waiting for your sniffer to hatch, you could be exploring the surrounding area or trading with villagers somewhere entirely else. It would also only count the bed that you set as your spawn point yourself, so the game won't shit itself whenever you get too close to a village. Speaking of villages, what if the bell at around the center of the village would act similarly to your spawn bed, allowing villagers to do their jobs while you're not around? It'd be so cool if you first came to a village with barely any crops and livestock, and after some in-game days, the village developed a bit, with more crops, more livestock, maybe a new house, and new merchants to trade with, making the whole world more alive. This is less of an issue on servers, of course, since you have more people moving around and, well, Minecrafting, because the simple fact that other people exist make the whole world and experience more alive and fun for everyone. So why not add a small sprinkle of life to the whole experience, Mojang? I hope you enjoyed watching the small nitpicking video. Let me know in the comments if you'd like more content like that. See you in the next video, whenever that'll upload, lol. Bye. Buy him food, and he shall compensate you.